Hi, my name is Paul Asbell, and right here I am playing Jimmy DeQuisto's Centura Deluxe Chinery collection guitar. And this guitar has quite a distinction of it in that it is the original blue guitar that inspired the idea for Scott Chinery to actually have 20 or some odd guitars built in addition afterwards. So this was really the original blue guitar that started the whole thing off. It's got a lot of interesting kind of distinctions, different than some of the other guitars in the Chinery collection. For example, you'll notice that there's kind of a spare aesthetic generally. There's some of the guitars that are just way over the top, blinged out, if people know what I mean by that. This is quite the opposite. For example, there's no binding whatsoever on the I guess you could call them F holes, although you can see they're really not F. This particular aesthetic of Jimmy's really was quite different than the traditional F hole archtop guitar aesthetic that he, in a sense, acquired from John D'Angelico. And he really wanted to establish his own kind of vision of aesthetics in all kinds of ways. So no binding, for example, on what, the end grain of the wood here, which is really quite interesting. Another aesthetic aspect is that the headstock, functionally speaking, it's kind of nice to reduce mass. And he has done that by carving this kind of interesting heart in it, which sort of, form follows function kind of thing. And of course, this is another little mass reliever that also kind of establishes a little devil image, angel. You can kind of look at it as being sort of an interesting symbolism. And I suppose if you knew Jimmy, you might actually think that there's some significance there. Also, his thing was to eliminate metal entirely if possible, other than things like the frets, of course. Generally speaking, archtops have thumb screws to adjust the action. You need to be able to adjust the action. He wanted to figure out a way to do it without the metal. So what he has is a wedge. It's a piece of wood here that is different thicknesses. Here is the thickest part. Underneath there at the other end is the thinnest part. And basically you push the wedge in or pull it out as a way of raising or lowering the bridge action. Really clever, no metal as a result of that innovation, and all wood, of course, for the tail piece as well. And like all of these guitars, it's a pretty marvelous, very impressive sounding guitar.